Welcome to the Sports Desk Live, man. We are so excited, man. It's your guy, it's your mans. We back. One more time. Dedrick L, Hicks Jr., man, one of your favorite sportsologists in the building.
And this your man Black. Hey, we back, man. We here to do it again. We on YouTube, man. Been a long time coming. Happy we back. D, you already know what we do, man. Let's get into it, my boy.
Absolutely, man. So if you're in the chat, man, if we got people in the chat, man, showing us love, man, you guys can chop it up, man. We're gonna be talking about some really hot topics here today, and we're gonna have some fun, some college football, some NFL. We're just gonna talk about quite a few things to open up this debut episode of the Sports Desk. So if you're rocking with us, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The comment box, the comment section is for you guys. All right. So if you have questions, we will take them. All right, but just keep it cool. Everybody show love. We're here to have a great time, and we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Now, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us on the replay. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. All right, so just a quick little story, I guess, me and Black. All right, so those who've been rocking with us for a while, y'all know us from Spotify, iTunes, what else we was on, bro? SoundCloud,
yeah.
SoundCloud. You know what I mean? So we are here coming from those avenues. Jacksonville, Florida is where we reside, born and raised. And me and Black got together. Well, first of all, that's my brother, number one. First and foremost, that's my brother. And we've been friends and brothers for over 30 years. 30 years, So we've been talking sports our whole life. So we ain't new to this. We ain't trying to jump on the bandwagon and talk. No. This what we do. And if you know me and Black, y'all know this is exactly what it is. All right. So we're going to have a great time. But we started the podcast, Reduced Lunch Sports, about 3 years ago. So we have 230 plus podcasts that are still available. You can go and listen to them. I will have them linked in the description for you guys to go check out previous episodes. We do NBA. We do WWE. We do MMA. We do boxing. We do any type of sports topic and cultural topics. We dive into those as well. So we hope y'all rock with us during the NFL season. I'll say this a couple of times throughout the show. We will be on live Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. If we go a little over, it's cool, but that is our time slots live. And then we will have consistent pre-recorded content that will be on the channel. All right. So when y'all not catching us live, y'all will be able to catch our thoughts and our perspectives on various topics in the world of sports right here on the Sports Desk Live on YouTube. Black, anything you want to say, man, before we get this thing started?
Yeah, man, I'm just excited, man. Like you said, over 200 episodes. Like, it's been a long time coming, man, and I'm happy we at this part to be on YouTube Live. So our fans, everybody that listen to us, everybody that rock with us, able to see us, not only hear us, but they can see us now, man. I'm just super excited. Shout out to Fred, shout out to UD, man, for having the vision, man, to start the Sports Desk. So I'm super excited. The future is bright. I'm ready for it, bro. Let's do it.
Absolutely, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat rocking with us, man. Show your love, drop your questions, chit chat, whatever y'all want to do. We're gonna take questions throughout the show once again. But before we get started, man, we got another brother of ours, man. This man been rocking with us for a long, long time. He's been contributing in some heavy ways for the Sports Desk. Me and Black often talk about last year playoff game in Jacksonville, Chargers, Jags. This man came through for us in a big way, and we was able to do our first live show on the grounds out there by the stadium, and we had a blast, man. So he's been our Jacksonville Jaguar correspondent, our Jacksonville Jaguar insider for many episodes, man, and we're thrilled to have him on our show, and he's going to be a part of our team. And just want to formally introduce our guy. He's going to be a contributor in a lot of ways. We want to bring in, man, Mr. Move Them Chains, Rashad Robinson. Come on through, my guy. Let's get you set up here. What's going on, man?
Yo, you too. What's going on, y'all? D Black,
Yes,
what's
sir.
up, bro?
What's up with
Yes,
you,
sir.
man?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
good, man.
sir.
I'm good.
How you feeling today, Rashad? You excited?
Yeah, man. I'm excited, man. It's a new journey for the sports desk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys been doing this thing for a long time. So I'm just here to do my thing, man. Get the people what they want, contribute in the ways that I contribute, and make this thing great like it's been.
Absolutely, man. So we're gonna have us a blast. Let's go ahead and get to it, fellas. Remember, everybody in the chat, rock with us in the chat. Ask your questions. We will get to your questions, but we're gonna go ahead and kick this docket off for the first episode. Man, fellas, we on YouTube.
Yeah,
We on
man.
YouTube, baby.
That's right.
We on
That's
YouTube.
right.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and kick it off, man. Deion Sanders, prime time, and the Colorado Buffaloes shocked the world. Shocked the world this weekend. Let's go ahead and paint the picture, man. Deion, historic figure in just culture period. Deion Sanders revolutionized his position in the NFL. In my opinion, he is the greatest defensive back, one of the best kick returners, athletes of all time. You know, he played baseball, football, charisma, charismatic. Deion has always had a place, man, in our culture and in this sports world. But Deion started coaching, but he's been coaching since Pee Wee. Coach Pee Wee had his truth school, moved on to Jackson State, ran shop in the swag. Who ain't swag? I, I, I am swag. All right. So he went to the swag and held it down. And then he made the biggest move of all, went to D1 powerhouse, Colorado University, and they said he couldn't do it. He turned over 85% of the roster. 85% went into the number 17th team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, who was just in the national championship game last year, and went in there and shocked the world. Black, what are your thoughts on Deion and the Colorado Buffaloes shaking up college football this past weekend?
Well, man, you know, I'm not surprised, man. We've been watching Deion since we were kids. And you know, from the football field, and able to get we got older with Deion over the decades, really, and to see him start coaching, and then seeing him, like you said, Pee Wee to his troop team, and then high school being an offensive coordinator for Shadur's high school team, and then going to Jackson State, man, and changing things at Jackson State. Like Deion going to Colorado is a big deal. He's letting he's letting everyone know that this is not a game. I'm not just here because of my name. I'm here to win football games, put my kids on the stage, and that's what he's doing. And shout out to him, shout out to Shadur, Travis Hunter. Those guys played a beautiful football game, man. I'm talking about over 100 snaps for Travis Hunter, man, both ways.
144.
Like, yeah,
144.
he bringing back what Deion used to do when he was on the football field. So, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for Colorado. They're gonna do some big things this year, D, in major ways, and can't wait to see them next Saturday when they play Nebraska at home. I know that Colorado crowd is gonna be rocking. It's gonna be crazy in there. High noon, man, 12 o'clock. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Rashad, my man, Colorado, man, Deion Sanders, Shadur Sanders, Travis Hunter, just the whole experience from Saturday, man. What was your takes from Deion's big win at TCU?
Well, fellas, I just want to let y'all know I'm officially a Colorado Buffalo fan. Y'all can address me as that. When y'all see me in the street with my orange and blue on, I still got it on, but I'm rocking with the Buffaloes, baby. It was crazy to watch that game, knowing that they were supposed to be 20-point underdogs.
Yes, sir. 21 and a half.
21 and a half, bro. Some people made some money. Vegas was mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Some people made some money. And watching Shador throw the ball like that against big time competition, it was always a question. Like, people thought that Shador was getting these all these accolades and things because he was Deion's son.
Right.
He didn't do that. He showed you I can play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He showed the world that he can play. Travis Hunter, #1 recruit in the nation. People saying, oh, why he go to HBCU? He just want to follow Prime. No, you see why he followed Prime. You know what I'm saying? That man, he's a big time player. They got him already in the Heisman watch right now. Him and Shador.
Right now.
So we gonna see the way this thing progress, man. But I think them boys can really make noise in that conference because who's gonna dominate it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So hey man, shout out to Prime, man. Shout out to Prime.
I told everybody. Me. Anybody who would listen, I told you. I was on the phone with my pops Saturday before kickoff, and we was talking. My pops was upset because he's a Michigan fan, and he said, "Son, why they move Michigan on TV and they put Prime on TV?" I said, "What you mean, Pop? It's Prime. It's Prime."
All right.
And when that camera turned on, and that energy in that stadium, Deion swagged out, walking through the tunnel. He talking to his players, man, in the hub. He gave me goosebumps, man. I had chills. Deion can provide what a lot of coaches can't. And you want to know what that is? That's believable confidence.
Yes.
Believable. I ain't talking about nobody who gonna look you in the face and say, "You got what it takes, kid. You can do it." No. Because Deion ain't even got them type of players in his uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
He got head busters. He got playmakers. He got people who gonna go out there on the field and change life. Shador Sanders, if you don't know him, you know now. Travis Hunter was the #1 player in the country.
Yes, he was.
Before he burned Florida State to go to Jackson State. He went to Jackson State. He burnt us to go to Jackson State, and he went with Prime. But you know what? I can't be mad at him because what that young man did on the field on Saturday, good God.
Yeah. I'm still kind of hot like your hat toss, though, bro.
Yeah. I feel you. He like an alien. But at the end of the day, I didn't believe TCU stood a chance because they was nervous too. They was shaking in their cleats too. I bet that was one of the hardest preparations that coaching staff had to do with TCU. You want to know why? Because it wasn't X's and O's. No. It was hype. It was that mystique that they was dealing with as well. TCU, they fought. But we talking about the #17 team in the country against a 1-win team the year before. Let's keep that in its proper perspective, okay? And the Colorado Buffaloes got the job done, got the win. Not only did they get the win and they're 1-0, now they cracked the top 25 as the #22 team in the country. Good Lord.
See what happens when you bring your own luggage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what Prime say? And it's Louis Vuitton.
And it's Louis Vuitton.
All right, man. Black, real quick, man. Kyler Bourne wants to know, Black, what are your favorite teams? Who are you supporting out here in the world of sports, Black?
Well, we know, man, I'm a diehard Seminole fan, Florida State through and through, Garnett and Gold. And then, come on, man, I'm from Duval, Jacksonville, Florida, man, from the Banger, man, them Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, I'm on die hard with mine. Been there since I've been able to watch football. As long as the Jaguars been here, I've been a Jaguar fan. So I was born coming into this world. My first onesie I had on was a Florida State onesie. So like, come on, man, like I'm a know through and through, baby.
For sure. Well, Rashad, while we got you, man, obviously we can also tell who you repping, but who are your favorite teams out here in the world of sports, my guy?
First of all, it's all about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Y'all know that with me. I'm Mr. Move Them Chains for a reason. Unfortunately, I am a University of Florida supporter at this point. I'm not gonna call myself a fan.
Speak up.
Okay. Hey, hold it, miss. I'm just gonna whisper that. But I am a Colorado Buffalo. When you see me in the street with my orange and blue on, I am a Colorado Buffalo. And I follow LeBron James wherever he goes. I don't care what y'all say, sue me. I follow LeBron James wherever he goes. Whenever he retire, hey man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the NBA, but right now it's about the Jacksonville Jaguars, LeBron James, and the Colorado Buffaloes.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Well, for me, man, I got a lot of things in my blood. I'm a Florida State Seminole for sure through and through. Been rocking with them for a long time. We have a love-hate relationship, but I've been a Seminole for a long time. I'm born and raised a Dallas Cowboy fan, all right? And also I have ties and beloved love for my Jacksonville Jaguars because I'm born and raised here right in the city. Now, for anybody out there who say, oh, D just riding because they good, you better ask Black. You better ask Rashad. Y'all better ask. I've been holding down the home team. For sure. But I got to keep it real. I got Cowboys and Jaguar blood in me. Also, I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan, true and true. Y'all see what's behind me, Mama mentality. That 8 jersey behind me, that 24 over there as well. You know what I mean? So I'm a Laker fan, big LeBron James supporter, and y'all gonna get to know us for sure who we repping, man, on this show. All right, y'all. Let's go to get one more comment, and we'll get back to the docket. We're getting a lot of love right now. We have 26 people watching. Thank y'all for watching us. Do me a favor. Do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up. By you guys hitting the thumbs up, it pushes the live stream to other algorithms. So if you're watching right now, do us a favor and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not. All right. Let's see. One more question. We got our guy, man, Brian James in the building. Of course, Travis Hunter is the #1 overall pick, caliber at the next level. But I want to know, what primary position do y'all feel he could play in the NFL? That's a great question, B. That is a great question. So Travis Hunter has to play not only this year, but next year due to his transfer status. So he has to play 2 years at Colorado before he is eligible. But will he be a wide receiver or will he be a defensive back? What primary skill set will be used, y'all think, in the NFL? What you got, Black?
Oh, well, for me, I think he's going to be used a lot to see his skill set and how he is. I think they're going to use him a lot like they used Dion when he was playing in the NFL. More DB, because you need a top-notch DB in this league, in this passing league that we in now in the NFL. You need a top-notch. So I see him more at DB, but they might wrinkle in, some trick plays for him on the offensive side of the ball at wide receiver, or come and get a toss out the backfield, anything like that. I think he'll have a impact on the game just how Dion did when he was in the NFL.
Absolutely. Rashad, what's your takes, man? Travis Hunter, primary defensive back or primary wide receiver once he makes it to the NFL?
I think he's going to have to pick one, and I think it's going to be DB because that's what he was recruited to be. I think that's where his heart is, and I think it's kind of a different game now. I don't know. I mean, this kid looked like he's special. He looks special like Dion, so it takes a special talent to do both ways, to wrinkle it in. But I think primarily he'll be playing defensive back.
I feel you. I'm with you. I'm thinking primarily defensive back, but he'll have some sprinkled in times at the wide receiver position or at the punt return spot. He's too talented. He's too gifted. His skill set is immense. It's next level. So you can't bottle him up on one side of the field. I think you have to let him see what he can do if he continues to progress in college at this level. We got one game, y'all. And you see what this kid did? Off of one game.
One game.
On the road. Hostile territory. Everybody was watching TCU versus Colorado. No one was watching Michigan, Pops. Nobody. I know my pop watching too. That's why I had to throw that out there for sure. All right, Freddie Bricks in the house. RL Kitchen Crew says Dion will be in Gainesville on a $100 million deal.
Man.
On a $100 million deal. Yeah, right, cuz. Yeah, right.
Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how them Gators want Dion now? It's real funny.
It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to, and I'm moving so fast. I didn't even get to show my little graphic. We got graphics on here on the Sports Desk Live. Here go my Dion graphic. You know what I mean? We got the Dion graphic right there. Just kind of moving. It's clean, ain't it? It's clean. All right, let's move on to the next graphic. Let's go ahead and have that conversation. I'm gonna let Rashad take a look at this one first before anybody else. Let's move on to the next topic. Oh my God! Oh my God! Fellas, let's get into it. Baby. We got a Black Rashad of the Florida State Seminoles, national title contenders. Now, Black, normally we would kick it to you, but we gonna let Rashad speak because there's an episode that y'all didn't see. Now I'm gonna tell some family business right now. Family business happened, and Rashad said that we would lose, and not only would we lose, LSU would take care of that business. Is that true, Rashad?
That's true. I'll go ahead and put it out there, even though anybody will ever see the pilot episode, so I could lie, but I'm not gonna lie on the Sports Desk. I thought you would lose. I would sit up here and be a hater if I didn't say that y'all didn't look like the best team in the country last week. The best team in the country. It's a bunch of 23 and 22 and 24 year olds running around on that field, and they've been together for a long time. He's been killing it in the transfer portal. The quarterback play is stellar right now. Running backs, your defensive line, everything looks good. So I mean, yes, are they national title contenders after one game of the season? Yes. Right now, yes.
I see what you did there.
Hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man.
I appreciate you showing love. Black. Well, I go ahead and take it over like Black a little frozen now, but I go ahead and take it. You know, I was very impressed with the win. And you know, the talent is by far exceptionally well. LSU, I was nervous. I can't lie. Brian Kelly is a great football coach, and I knew that LSU was going to be ready to play. I knew that they was going to be ready to go. I knew it. So I was very, very nervous about the coaching aspect. The athleticism on the field was just tremendous. It was tremendous. The speed, the hard hitting, everything was tremendous, man, for sure. But here's where things really took a turn. When it looked like Florida State was poised to just run up and down the field, LSU contained them in the second half. They got them under control. They slowed down the game. They started running the ball. I started to get nervous because we weren't moving up and down the field. Drop passes. The play calling was a little iffy. And I said, man, hold on now. I just wasn't feeling too good in the second quarter. But we go to halftime. And the changes the coaching staff made, the halftime adjustments that the coaching staff made, my goodness, it showed tremendous. It showed poise. It showed that we was ready to rock and roll, and we just started clicking on all cylinders. We started bullying LSU, running the ball. Jordan Travis got it on his mind, precise passing. Coach Norvell, the Reverend, as I like to call him, he was moving around with just don't do that, Rashad. He was just moving and calling plays at a beautiful rate. And we took hold of it. Now, LSU is a very good football team. I'm not going to sit here and say LSU is trash because they were not. But I think Coach Norvell got the upper hand on Coach Kelly, and things continue to roll. Florida State gets the big win. Black, I see you back with us. What was your overall thoughts, man? Florida State, LSU on this past weekend.
Well, man, I was ecstatic. You know, early in the first half, you know, I was a nervous wreck. You know how I get down, man. I'm always a nervous wreck when the nose on the field, especially in the big time, you know, game like they play on Sunday. But man, that first half, you could tell both teams. It's the first game, so you could tell there was a lot of mistakes going on, a lot of penalties. I was crazy. I was like, man, what's going on with these penalties? But you know, this the first game back, a lot of jitters. You know, the guy's nervous, but in that second half, man, my nose found a way to settle in, man. And I mean, they came out guns a-blazing. And I'm not only going to talk about the offense. Let's talk about the defense, man. They gave up one touchdown in the second half, and probably shouldn't even gave us up because they put the scrubs in. But man, it was a beautiful thing to watch. So shout out to that Florida State Seminoles, man. That defense looking really good. Them trenches are looking really good. The things I had questions about, they look really good on Sunday. The trenches, offensive line, everything looked good. Look, man, Jordan Travis, 23 for 31, 342, 4 touchdowns in the pig. Like the kid had himself a day. Keon Coleman, 9 receptions, 122, and 3 touchdowns.
Great addition.
Man, just a great addition from that young kid coming from Michigan State, man. Like, I didn't know too much about the kid, but I wouldn't seen some of his highlights at Michigan State, and the kid is like that. He's really nice, and you know, coming to Florida State, you know, being a part of what we got going on, man, you literally have to pick your poison now with Florida State's offense. You have to, because we can throw it all over the place and we can run the ball. So, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing from my nose. Are we title contenders? Yes, we are, because we literally took one of the best teams in the SEC and manhandled them. We oppose our will on one of the better teams, top 5 teams. LSU is still a good team. We just better than them. We're a better team than them, and that's what we've been trying to say for a very long time, that we were better than LSU, and it showed on Sunday night.
Absolutely. We're gonna take some questions, man, because we know we got some college football fans in the building. Let's see where we at. We got a question just overall for us. Did we like Tom Coughlin as a coach? He helped get the stinking New York Football Giants 2 titles. Tom Coughlin, he definitely had a great run here in Jacksonville. I'm not going to see him poo-poo his run in Jacksonville. I think he's in his time of coaching, it worked. His style worked, but I think his style of coaching kind of ran its course after he won his championships in New York. So no hate from Tom Coughlin. I don't think on our end at all. All right, we got some ridiculous Gator love in here from my man Charles. He says, "Say you a Gator, loud and proud." Rashad, you want to take care of that?
Listen, man, I am, man. I am. Listen, I'm just a little disappointed. Okay. I think I am where Florida State fans was 2 years until they tender with Mike Norvell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing the best I can to have some patience with the formerly Willie Napier, as what I would call him, because he's acting like Willie Taggart. Hopefully Billy get his stuff together, man, for real. But yeah, go Gators.
Respect.
But y'all like Billy though. Billy was y'all guy. Billy was
Hold it. Nobody knew who Billy Napier was, first of all. Nobody knew who this man was. You go ride with your guy. Y'all roll with Willie. When y'all was throwing parties, y'all was swag surfing, y'all was doing all this shit.
Oh, Rashad.
I was doing all this. Remember the first game? I got that swag. Come on, man. You gonna ride with your guy till he show you that he ain't your guy. Right now, Billy ain't the guy, but Billy, you better get your stuff together, man, because I'm a Colorado Buffalo right now. I'm telling you.
Hey, it was a time D had on an Oregon shirt when Willie was there, man. It was a time D had on an Oregon shirt. He was
did. I was out there in Oregon with the Ducks when Willie was there. Shout out my man Al Pete in the building, man, showing the Lakers some love. Got my pops in the building as well. Sports desk in the house. Let's talk Michigan football. We can't do that, Pop. We had to talk about Prime. All right, glad you guys are back. Love you guys. Pops, go blue. Go blue. All right, we got John Scott in the building. Go Jags for sure.
That's right.
Mr. Scott, we got my baby love in the house. Welcome back, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that. Let's see what other questions that we got. Eddie Lewis says, Rashad, I don't want to see Graham Mertz with 44 passing attempts. Not nothing time this season. Rashad, what you got on Mr. Graham Ertz, my boy?
Everything that I thought was going to be a problem. We're going to talk about this.
Yeah,
but everything that I thought was going. Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about this now.
Look at the title. Look at the title at the bottom left. See what the title is? Gators wet the bed in Utah. But go ahead, my guy. The spot is yours. You got it.
So on the pilot episode, I said that we had. That's awful.
Okay, go ahead. I just want to show that. Go ahead, my guy.
That's awful.
Go ahead.
That's awful. On the pilot episode, I said, and I still believe this, that we have the best running back tandem in the league. And we decided to throw the ball 44 times. I have no idea what this game plan was. I do not know. The thing that I thought was going to be the problem was Graham Mertz. But you know who wasn't the problem? Graham Mertz. He showed up to play. We don't even know how to have two people without the same number on the field. We can't. Y'all listen, man. I'm sitting here, I'm watching this game.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, we can still win this game. We done did a lot of stupid stuff, but we can still win this game. And I don't know. I'm hoping that we never have another performance like this out of this coaching staff. The coaching staff let the kids down.
Okay.
You can't have a man who just get into a program, throw the ball 44 times with some of the best running backs in the nation behind him.
Absolutely.
I don't know who this 76 kid is that's playing right tackle, but I weigh 165 pounds. Let me try it. I don't understand who this kid is. He can't line up. He holding everybody. He tripping people. Get him off the field. I can't take it no more. It's one game.
Right.
It was very, very difficult to watch that game, sitting there saying to myself, well, dog, at least we don't have a quarterback problem. But it seemed like everything else is falling apart. All the things that I thought I could rely on, I can't rely on. So now, I mean, I got one more. We play McNeese State Saturday. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. I think we play Tennessee after that.
Hold on. Go back. I'm asking. I'm just asking. Are y'all going to beat me? Who is it? McNeese? Is it McNeese?
I'm pretty sure that we could. I'm pretty sure we can beat them in the swamp. I tell everybody, you're down by 14 when you come in the swamp. You got to overcome that. I don't care who you are. You're down by 14. I was just asking. Yeah. Listen. I get it. Listen, I knew that this was gonna happen. I'm sitting there. I was in the DR this weekend, and I'm sitting there. I had to ask the guy to put the TV on the Florida State game, and I'm sitting there with my friends, and I'm saying, you know what? The sports desk is gonna be hell to pay for Rashad if they win this game. And I'm sitting here, and I don't know what the final score was. I left in the middle of the fourth quarter. That's all I can tell you. I couldn't take it anymore.
You didn't stay, Rashad.
You think I'm gonna stay for that foolishness? I already knew that this was gonna be hell on your boy, and I was like, you know what? They won. I don't care how much they win by. I said they was gonna lose. I'm gonna have to eat this crow. It is what it is. But as far as what we got going on at the University of Florida, man, this man's buyout is $31 million. We got plenty of money. The only reason why I want to keep him is because we have the number 3 recruiting class in the nation coming in. We got one of the best quarterbacks in the nation coming in next year. It seems like after one game that Graham Mertz can allow him to develop and sit down for a year. But I don't know if the coaching staff is going to allow him to develop, because obviously we can't develop nothing. It's been 2 years.
Right.
And just like my boy Fred said, listen, I apologize, Anthony Richardson. I thought you was terrible. You got terrible coaching. So I'm going to give you a chance in the NFL, because obviously this man don't know what he doing.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst games I've ever seen a coach on the sideline for the Gators. We don't have this type of terrible coaching where people can't line up. Where you got 2 people on. Do you know how inexcusable it is to have 2 people on the field with the same number?
Preach, preacher. Preach, preacher.
You're telling the truth over there, boy.
Hey, listen. I don't have anything else to add. I really don't. I let Rashad ride out because I don't have nothing else to add.
Yeah.
Y'all watch the game. Everybody in this chat watched that game and they feel the exact same way.
I'm just saying.
Now, do the Gators have better athletes on defense? Yes, they have better athletes. Do they have better? 100%. We have a guy, a true freshman, just coming in. We gave him the ball one time, and he gained 12 yards on that one carry. Billy, what you doing? Are you present? Were you back in Gainesville coaching this game, or were you on the field watching it? I just. So I'm gonna give him another chance, man. He said in his press conference, "I'm not giving him another." Hey, Fred, I see you. I want him fired too. I want him fired right now. But we got to just hold off for a second, Fred. Hey, listen here. Hey, Fred, listen. We was doing this same thing with Florida State a couple of years ago. They was us. We was doing the same. Hold it. I'm just trying to make my Gator fans in the chat feel a little better, man.
We're not talking about us right now. Right now, we the number 4 team in the country. We beat the number 5 team that y'all said was better than us. Now, I'm not gonna call no.
Oh, y'all didn't beat them.
I'm not.
Y'all beat their ass.
I'm not gonna go around the block and holler at everybody in this chat that was talking. You know what I mean? Because everybody said that LSU was better than us, and it was clear. I even heard buffoonery. That what's my man name? Jaden Daniels was on the same level as Jordan Travis. That's what I
said that. You did. Put a name to it. I said it.
You did.
It was some other people. So leave us alone, bro. We over here. We out here. We doing our own thing at the number 4 spot in the country, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all better worry about McNeese State.
The only thing for me that really stood out in this game, and man, I watched the whole entire game. You know, I actually picked Florida on my ticket because I really felt like Florida could go up there and get a win if they ran the ball. Man, you had ETN, little ETN, 7 carries, 25 yards. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. He's one of the better backs in the nation. Like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got people commenting that the kid need to go transfer to Colorado. Like, man, what's going on? Like, come on, man. Like, he's a good back and he only get the ball 7 times. Like, something's wrong with that for 25 yards. Like, Billy Napier got to tighten up, man. But this was definitely an embarrassment. You can see that Florida got a long way to go. And like you said, Rashad, recruiting in college is a big deal. And that's one thing Napier can do. He can recruit. So he got a lot of talent coming in there. But this year, man, it's looking like it's going to be a tough one, man, if they don't run the ball. That has to be the focus. That has to be the focus.
Run the ball, man. Run the ball, man.
On Mertz, run the ball. He used to hand it off anyway. He's from Wisconsin. Let him hand it off at Florida.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely gonna keep it locked to college football, man. We've had a great start to the season. We have some tremendous matchups that are on the horizon, like this Saturday, man. You got Texas and Alabama in Tuscaloosa, 7:00 on ESPN this Saturday. Look forward to watching that game. And of course, we're giving our takes to see if Texas can really show the world that they are worth talking about going up against a elite opponent. Alabama's vulnerable this year. We don't really know how good they are. So this is going to be a good test to see exactly where the Crimson Tide are. And of course, we have Colorado debut game at home, welcoming in the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Kind of that old school rivalry from the 90s. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing that. All right, let's move along, man. We got some NFL getting ready to kick off here. The 2023 NFL season kicks off on Thursday. Now, here's a treat for y'all. We will be back tomorrow, 7:00 tomorrow, giving a full NFL season breakdown, 7:00 right here on YouTube. We have 32 people watching right now. We appreciate y'all, man, for hanging in with us. Hey, we giving this a go, man. It's our first go around the block, and we're going to keep getting better each episode, man. But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man. Hit that thumbs up for us for sure. Hit that subscribe button if you have not. We definitely appreciate y'all taking the time. All right, let's get into the hometown team, all right? What to expect from Trevor Lawrence this upcoming season. There is that beautiful blue-eyed angel looking just as marvelous as he ever could look, for sure. All right. Look at this shirt. It says the game ain't played on paper. That is a fact.
Game ain't played on paper.
Trevor Lawrence t-shirt for sure. Black Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. What are your thoughts, man, on the energy in the city, and what are you looking forward to most with this team for the 2023 season?
Man, people are ready, man. This is a big year. High expectations for the Jacksonville Jaguars this year, man. We're looking for them to do great things. Dougie P has literally come in here and turned this thing all the way around, and I'm so happy. Everybody talk about Trevor. I love Trevor. Dougie P is the one for me, man. Like Dougie P, when everybody was calling for Byron Leftwich, I want him. When I said, nah, man, he ain't there. We don't need another first-year head coach. We need somebody with some Super Bowl experience. Give me Dougie P. They were looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, man, come on, man. It's Dougie P. Like, come on. We just seen this man win a Super Bowl against the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. Yep. So, man, that's where it starts at for me. And then Trevor Lawrence, having a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, who is generational. Yes, he's generational. And to put him in a situation where he had to go through his ups and downs, man, the first year, and then you put him with a coach like Dougie P, man. I mean, the sky's the limit, man. You know, I'm excited about this year, man. We have a good team. We have a really good team this year. I'm looking forward to it. Duval, y'all stand up. Y'all rock with your team. We don't need no fair weather fans on this train, man. Either y'all rocking or you ain't, because we going places this year. I can see my team getting to Las Vegas this year, man, doing some big things. We in a tough division. Great, we playing against other great quarterbacks on this schedule. But my Jaguars going to have a great year, man. I'm excited and I'm ready for it.
Rashad, man, our key contributor, man, to the Jacksonville Jaguars this year. what is your thoughts? What are your thoughts, man, on the energy that this team has, the expectations, man, the realistic goals that can be accomplished by this Jaguars team?
14-3, number
Ooh,
one seed in the AFC,
oh my goodness.
running the table. I'll see y'all in Vegas.
Wow, that was quick.
5,100 yards for Trevor. 47 touchdowns. MVP for Trevor Lawrence. You got to understand that with this schedule that the Jaguars are playing, it's going to be very difficult for them to win under 11 games. They're not going to win just 10 games. It's not going to happen. Right. The schedule just is not going to allow them to. They don't play some of the more difficult teams in the league, and every single difficult team they play in the league, they either play them one in London with Buffalo, or two, they play them all at home. So that stadium is going to be packed. Everybody, that stadium going to be rocking. It's going to be hard to win them games like it was hard last December when everybody came in there. And that groundswell started to happen in the city where everybody was supporting them. I only have one question, and that's pass rush. People talk about the defense. People talk about the secondary. I'm not really too concerned with the secondary because if the pass rush is doing what it's supposed to do, with the amount of points that we're going to score, it's going to make it so much easier for that defense when you up 17-3 in the first quarter. Because that's the kind of stuff you go see consistently this year. This is going to be the most explosive offense in the NFL. There are athletes everywhere.
Right.
Your running back tandem is good. People talk about the offensive line. The offensive line run blocks well, and Trevor gets the ball out so he doesn't get sacked.
Right.
Trevor doesn't turn the ball over. Last year, he had a fumbling problem. That's not going to happen. But he does not throw a lot of interceptions.
He doesn't.
So the ball's going to come out. Doug's going to be there. We already know what Calvin Ridley is going to do. You already know Zay Jones is still there. Christian Kirk is still there. Evan Ingram is still there. Oh, by the way, you got a tank back there. And your starting running back had 1,200 yards, and he only he started to week 6.
Right.
So when we talk about explosive, that team is going to be explosive. And that team is going to win 14 games. I don't know what the 3 losses is. I'm trying my best to be as humble as I can. I don't know what the 3 losses is. I'm going to just say that they will lose 3 games. So everybody in the chat don't call me crazy. That's going to be a really, really good team this year. And I fully expect them to be the number 1 seed because of those reasons. And once that confidence starts brewing, you're talking about a quarterback. We're talking about Trevor. We're talking about a quarterback who was the best at every level. And last year, he showed you he could be one of the best. But when he is consistently playing at a high level throughout the season, it's going to be hard to beat the Jaguars. You got to understand last year, too. I think, what did we lose? Did we lose 6 or 7 games by possession, and Trevor was playing awful? In these games, he was playing awful, and we was losing these games by possession. So, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, for me, I expect the Jaguars to have a phenomenal year for sure. I'm expecting anywhere between 11 and 13 wins for the Jaguars. I do fully expect them to win the division. Now, people want to write off the AFC South, but I don't think it's just going to be something that they're going to just walk over and just beat everybody in the division and go undefeated. I think Tennessee is still going to pose a threat for the Jaguars. Why? Because they always play them tough. I mean, before the Jaguars, let's call it what it is, man. The Jaguars beat Josh Dobbs here. They beat Josh Dobbs. I'm just going to let's keep it real. You know,
Barely
King Henry hurt. King Henry hurt. You know what I'm saying? He played, but he wasn't. So the Tennessee Titans going to have something to say. Not concerned with the coach too much at all, if any. I know they'll show some flashes with some young players that they have. We have them this Sunday at 1:00 on Fox. And then I'm also, who else in the division? The Texans.
Houston.
The Texans in the same position as the Colts are. They got some young talent, a new head coach who I really like. So it's not going to be a cakewalk, but I fully expect the Jaguars. I say the Jaguars will go 5-1 in the division. I give them 1 loss. I give them a hiccup game, maybe at Tennessee. because listen, man, they just always play them tough. So I got the Jaguars in between 11, 13 wins. They win the AFC South. They could be in position to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. So Rashad makes a lot of valid and great points. But here's the thing for me. Trevor Lawrence has to ascend himself as a top 3 quarterback in this league for the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the Super Bowl. Not top 5. No. Top 3. When you talk Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, these gentlemen were a top 3 quarterback in their position. Every once in a while, you get an Eli Manning who catches fire.
Nick Foles.
And Nick Foles or somebody like that where not even the hand of the good Lord can stop them on the football field. Because they are just on fire. Every once in a while, you'll get a Brad Johnson, you'll get a Trent Dilfer. But for the majority, who we seen? We seen Tommy. We seen Mahomes. We seen Peyton. We seen Elway. We seen Rodgers. We seen some bad dudes at that quarterback position get their teams in position to win the championship. And Trevor has to be that. He has to be that. And 100%. I think that will. Black, what you got on the backside of that, Black?
Yeah, man, just, this is the NFL. This is the NFL. We know how it is from week to week and the teams you play. In the Jaguars, we don't have an easy schedule.
Right.
We get to see all the top quarterbacks in the league this year. Outside of Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts, if you want to put them in there. But we got Burrow, we got Pat, we got Josh Allen, we got Lamar Jackson.
Right.
We played those guys this year.
Right.
And if Trevor wants to take that next step, he has to go beat those dudes. Because they're some dudes. And Pat Mahomes and Burrow, they got it on their mind.
And they get him at the house this year.
I know for a fact Burrow upset. He upset.
Yes, he is.
What happened with him last year? He upset.
Yes, he is.
He ain't playing no games. The last thing I want my Jacks to do is have to go to Cincinnati in the playoffs.
Oh my God! In January, God bless.
That's the last thing I want to happen. But I see big things from Trevor, man. I think Trevor take that next step this year. In my opinion, is he MVP ready? Anything in that area? I'm going to say maybe not right now, but he could make a run for it. I just believe in Dougie P so much, and Trevor's second year in this offense, it could be dynamic, man. Man, come on, he had Carson Wentz almost won the MVP with Dougie P. Carson Wentz
ain't did nothing since.
It ain't done. Right. He didn't do nothing since. They went to a Super Bowl. If Carson Wentz wouldn't have got hurt, he would have been your MVP in the NFL if he wouldn't have got hurt.
Yeah.
And man,
that's a fact. You only had 3 games left.
You giving Dougie P, Trevor Lawrence, the number 1 overall pick, the blue-eyed angel from Clemson, South Carolina.
Yes, he is. God bless him. Hey, and I might add, he beat Nick Saban when he was 13 years old.
He did.
In the national championship.
He was 13.
I want to add that. Okay, my bad. Like I gotta let our listeners know, our supporters.
But you giving him a second year with Dougie P, and man, I'm hoping for big things. Dougie P now can unfold his big playbook now. It was folded last year because he only had some things he could do.
It was.
Now we finna see him with the big boy pad like Andy Reid holds when he's on the sideline. So I'm excited about it, man. NFL, we're gonna have ups and downs here. And yes, of course, Tennessee's a threat. Houston's a threat. Because those teams we play twice, so they're gonna always be a threat. Yeah. But I want to see if my team can get over a hump and let these teams know, we're better than you. And that's how you know they'll be taking the next step.
I want to add a couple more points, and I want to get to this question. So we have a non-believer. We have E. Kroom in the chat. Generational question mark. He says, easy, big fella. So we always have this conversation about generational. What does generational mean? When you look at the caliber of a player like Trevor Lawrence and you see the talent, I want you to name me in the past 10 years. That's a decade. 10 years. Who has more talent than this kid coming out of college? I'll wait. If you say Patrick Mahomes, you a liar because you never watched a Texas Tech game in your life. If you want to sit here, you want to tell me Joe Burrow, okay, cool. We seen what Joey beat the boss. We seen what he did. If you want to tell me Josh Allen, you're not telling the truth.
Because you ain't watching at no Wyoming.
You ain't watching no Wyoming games. Coming into the league. I want to know from anybody out there who don't think that Trevor Lawrence is a generational talent, because your opinion is just as good as mine. We just both have one. But I want to know why. I want to know why we need to pump the brakes on Trevor Lawrence being a generational talent. And generational talent. I want to know why. That's it. So that's to Mr. Eric Kroom. If you're still watching and rocking with us, dog, let us know what are your thoughts and your opinions on Trevor Lawrence and the generational stats. So we'll be looking out for your comment for sure. We got about 10 minutes left on the show, guys. It's thank y'all for rocking with us, man. This is our first episode. We're very excited throughout the day. We've been prepping and planning for this for months and months on end, ever since the NBA season wrapped up. So we definitely thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with us, man. So we're going to get to some more questions, man. We're going to close out the show with some questions that I may have skipped and I may have missed. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure we go and touch every question that we can before our hour is up here on YouTube. Please remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and share the show. Share the show, share the channel. We're an upstart brand, an upstart sports brand. And if y'all rock with us, I'm telling y'all, in due time, hey, man, we're going to be one of your favorites, man. So y'all just make sure y'all keep it locked here on the Sports Desk. All right, fellas, let's get to some questions that were going on throughout the show that I may have missed. Let's stop right here, man. We got Mr. CJ in the house. Great podcast. I don't really know much about college football, about college football, but NFL, how about them Ravens? Mr. CJ want to know, what do we think about the Ravens this season? Black, let's start with you. What do you think about the Ravens this year?
I think the Ravens are going to be a really nice team this year. You know, Lamar Jackson, if he can stay healthy and stay on that football field, they can cause a lot of problems. We already know they're going to be able to run the ball with him and the backs that they have. And then you add a guy like Odell Beckham to that receiving core. You got a weapon there now, and it's going to be very interesting to watch them. And then you can't forget about Big Nate Andrews at the tight end position. So it's going to be very interesting to see the Ravens this year. They're my pick to win their to win their division this year, because I really believe Lamar's going to find a way to stay healthy with the more weapons that they added. I think they're going to be a really good team this year.
Okay, Rashad, this one's for you, man. My pop says, I don't think Florida State can beat Georgia or Michigan. What do you think with Florida State? Do you think they don't have a shot against Georgia or his beloved Wolverines?
I wouldn't. Why not? Why not? Not with what you're seeing. Right. Not with the caliber of athletes. I mean, you talking about a receiver core where they 4 deep.
Right.
They got 2 backs back there. They protecting. I mean, LSU line is very good. Their defensive line is very good.
Right.
How many sacks did they have on Saturday? You know what I'm saying? So now we talking about the offensive and defensive lines for Florida State was always a problem the last couple of years. It ain't a problem no more. Jared Verse might be the best defensive end in college football. It might not be no might about it.
Speak on
So it pains me to say all this stuff, but it is what it is. So yeah, they can compete with Georgia and they can compete with Michigan. Okay. And those are go be the 3 best teams in college football for the whole season, in my opinion.
We got a comment here from my guy Charles Evans. He said D was ready to fire Norvell. Now he acting like it's Mike Bowden roaming the sidelines. You're right. You're right, Charles. You're right about that. You're right about that, Charles. That's my boy right there, man. Shout out my guy Charles for sure. Let's see. Brian wants to know, what is the spread for the Gators game this weekend? I think it is 14.
Hey, Brian.
McNeese State. I'm gonna say McNeese State is coming to the swap plus 14.5. Take it on your ticket.
Aim, it's just disrespectful, man.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Come on, man.
You talking about McNeese State beating Florida on Saturday, man. This crazy.
I just said take the 14.5.
Hey, man.
Just take the 14.5. It might be a 10-point game. Let's see what we got. Charles says the fantasy league dead. It is not dead. The fantasy league is not dead. We're going to get it right. All right. So we are going to take this year off for the fantasy league. It will be coming back next year stronger and better than ever. The last couple of years, those who have participated in our fantasy league, let's just keep real. It just kind of flamed out. So me and Black going to get together and really get this thing tight, get it right, have it interesting, have it fun, have some real deal prizes. And we're going to be back with the fantasy league coming next season. All right. So no, the fantasy league is not dead. King Quest says the Falcons are going to beat the Panthers. I'm guessing he is a Falcons fan, and he is saying that they are going to handle the Panthers this Saturday. Charles says Vanilla Vic is going to win the MVP. So Vanilla Vic is Daniel Jones. Charles, does somebody else want to tell him, or should I tell him?
Yeah, you go ahead and handle that, bro.
Charles, I've never banned somebody from a from a platform, but Charles, you could be my first if you ever type anything like that again. All right, let's see what we got. Any other questions for us tonight? Again, thank you guys for rocking with us.
Go back to Kroon. Kroon wrote something else. Kroon. Go back to him.
I'm gonna go down to him. Let me see. I just don't want to miss anything. My pop says, Rashad, you saying Jaguars are beating Kansas City? No, bro. Pat Mahomes will not let that happen. So Pops is coming up to Jacksonville for that game. So my sister, myself, and my dad will be at the game. And he's saying that the Jaguars are going to lose. Rashad, you want to answer that real quick?
Last year we played them twice at their house, and they barely beat us both times. The second time, I firmly believe right now, if Jamal Agnew does not drop that ball, we win that game. It was a lot of big plays in that first game that we missed. We go down the field, we score to cut the lead to 3, and Robinson, for some reason, is downfield. We run it in, stopped all the momentum in the game. It's not going to be like that when you come to the Bengals. It's going to be 100 degrees outside. It might be 60 up there right now. You got to deal with that. It's going to be 70,000 in the stadium, rocking that teal and black. You got to deal with that. Okay. You got a number 1 receiver now. You got to deal with that. You got your second year in Doug Peterson's system. You got to deal with that. So, yeah, and I'm telling you right now, I'm putting in a ticket for the Jaguars -4.5 for that game. I don't care what Vegas say the line is. I'm going to put me some money the Jaguars beat them by 4.5 so I can make me some cash.
I don't blame you.
Because that's what's going to happen. The same thing that happened to the New England Patriots when we lost to them in the AFC Championship game. That's the same thing going to happen with Patty Mahomes. He going home with a loss. We'll see you in the AFC Championship game, boss. Back in the Bengals.
Okay. All right, Pops. Did you get your answer, Pops? Did you get your answer? Okay.
That's right.
Let's see. They got a couple other comments here. My man Ross is chiming in. He think the Jaguars will win 11-12. Realistically, man. Shout out Ross, man. Appreciate you for joining, man. Freddie Brick says Colts will be better than people think. I agree. Listen, I don't think they'll win a bunch of games. And Black, you can jump in on this one as well. I don't think they'll win a bunch of games, but I do think talent is going to show for the Colts. I don't think they're going to remind me of Houston last year. Houston won 2 games last year, 1 game, but a lot of teams didn't drag them. A lot of teams didn't blow Houston out. They didn't. They hung around. So I agree with Fred. On the field, during the games, will they win a lot? No, they won't. But you're going to have to really beat the Colts this year. That's just my opinion. So I second that. What you think on that, Black?
And for me, I don't think they're going to be really good this year, but they're going to compete. I can see them being one of them teams this year where they lose games by a possession or a possession or 2, maybe. But I can see Anthony Richardson being a better pro than he was a collegiate quarterback.
I agree.
I think it's going to take a little time. Once him and his coach got a few years together, learning the offense, I think they can really be a problem. But I think it's going to take some time. But I definitely could see them as a team because they're still a good defensive team and they still have a great offensive line.
No, they don't. Their offensive line was terrible last year. It's going to be terrible this year. They secondary is trash.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. And they getting older.
Yeah, they got everybody back this year. They were a top offensive line the year before that, one of the top offensive line in the league. But injuries happen in this league. But I expect everybody to be back and them to go back to old form. The offensive line, the secondary, Rashad, you could be right. We
secondary is awful.
The one person they had that was elite in that secondary, they lost him to Dallas. So
right. Okay.
All right. It's gonna be interesting to see them though. I think offensively they're going to be much better than what people think.
Okay. Well, I see I'm going to have to ban some people from this channel. We have a second person right here. Kyler Bourne says the Giants are going to go 17-0. We're going to add him to the ban list. So him and Charles Evans will be banned from the Sports Desk.
Hey, I like the Giant love, though. I like the Giant love, and I love that.
Yeah, that's fine. You can rep your team and be confident, but you just made the ban list. Okay. All right, we're going to take one more. I'm sorry if we didn't get to y'all. We're right at our hour mark. This is a hot question here. Eric Kroom has responded to the generational question. Let's get to the answer here. Eric says, if we was having a quarterback draft right now, Trevor wouldn't be top 5, so relax. He's still young, though. I know y'all excited about the Jags, but give it time. Wow. So we have someone who seconds him. My buddy Ross, he seconds him as well. Doesn't think Trevor Lawrence would be a top 5 pick right now if it was just based on quarterbacks. Let's talk about that, and let's close out the show. I'm going to throw Eric's comment back up. Fellas, Rashad, I'm going to let you take this. What do you think about that? Top 5 quarterback draft right now. Do you think Trevor Lawrence makes the cut?
Of course he makes the cut right now. And I think that every GM in the league would disagree with what Eric has to say about that. I don't think that there are 5 quarterbacks right now that any GM in the league would draft over Trevor Lawrence. Not 5. Okay. It's not 5. And I think this year, this is the year that he's got to show it. I think the stretch that he had last year was just the stretch. But I think after about the first month of the season, Eric, keep rocking with us. Because we'll ask this question in about October. Matter of fact, when we 6-0 after we beat the Buffalo Bills, we go ask that question back, and we go ask you again, do you feel like he's a top 5 quarterback? Because I think that he's going to be top 2 this year. He's going to be the second best quarterback in the league this year going forward. So that's just my opinion. Number 2.
All right, Black, what you got on that? If there was a top 5 draft right now for quarterbacks in the NFL, would Trevor Lawrence make the cut?
Look, for me, we have some great quarterbacks in this league.
Absolutely, fantastic.
We know who those guys are. We know who they are. And if you asking me what type of quarterback Trevor Lawrence is right now, he's probably sitting right outside the top 5. But I believe that he's a top 5 talent. He's a top 5 talent. And like Rashad said, he has to show it this year. He has to show it. You can name him Mahomes, Allen. I see somebody say Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Hurts, and Herbert. Well,
come on, man.
Okay,
Mahomes, Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Let me read them off.
I know.
Mahomes,
I know.
Josh Allen.
Trying to get out of here, but it's some questions on there. 2. I'm gonna give you 2, maybe 3.
Who you gonna give him? Who you gonna give him? Because I got a problem with this list as well. I got a problem with this.
I'm gonna give him Burrow, and I'll give him Josh Allen for now. Because we creep
Josh Allen over Trevor Lawrence.
No, I'm saying,
please, man.
I'm saying, right now, if you're looking at it, Josh Allen just, in my opinion, Josh Allen just had his first really bad year last year, and they still went to the playoffs, in my opinion.
And choked on a biscuit.
He did. He
played bad.
Burrow went in there and took him out, and that's why Burrow in front of him. But the 2 years before that, Josh Allen was big time. He was big time.
I'm talking about right now. They asked right now, top 5 right now. Is Josh Allen better than Trevor Lawrence right now?
No.
You have a draft to start your team. I ain't talking about what they've done in the past. I ain't talking about these guys' top 5. I'm talking about right now, leading your organization. Is Trevor Lawrence a top 5? Because I'm about to get pissed off. I want to know right now. This list right here, Mahomes, okay, green light. Josh Allen, get him the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, okay, cool. Hurts. And I love Jalen Hurts. I love him, but he is not a better quarterback.
That's the quarterback that
get him out of here.
That's the quarterback that I would take out. D. I would take Hurts out because he's a system quarterback.
Stop it, bro.
The system makes him really good. His system makes him really good. I would take Hurts out over Josh Allen, in my opinion.
That's right, and this is what I love right here, because we got my man Ross. He said we might as well rename this the Jaguar Podcast. Well, I ask you, Ross, tell me some facts, bro, because you're not telling me nothing. You telling us the name of the Jaguar Podcast. You ain't saying nothing. Tell me why Josh Allen's better. If you can tell me why, and we can go back and forth on the comments, hell, you could come on the show. I want to know why you want to say this man is better. That's all I want to know. And then let me go to Eric's list, because his list is even worse. Let me go to his list real quick, because, Jaguar homers and stuff like that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We rocking with that. We love it. But what was Eric's top 5 at? Because I got pissed off when I seen Josh Allen, man. We talking about starting the team today. Today. That's what we talking about for sure. Man, I gotta find Eric's comment with his top. He had 6. Oh, here you go. Oh, where is it? Okay. He got Mahomes, Burrow. Okay. Josh Allen. Nope. Lamar. Hurts. Nope. Justin Herbert. I got you. And Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. So he couldn't give 5. He had to give 6 on his list. So
what I want to know. Hold on, D. This is what I want to know for the 2 people that put Herbert on that list. What more does a man have to do to show you? You have to understand that Herbert has some of the best weapons in the league. When he came in the league, he came in with some of the best weapons.
Rashad, let me
Trevor
ask
came.
Rashad, let me
Go
ask
ahead.
this one question, because this is his comment, my guy Ross. Gotta have success before you put him there. Wasn't Justin Herbert's first playoff game the same time Trevor Lawrence's was?
It was.
Yes.
And who won that game?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor.
And who played better when the time mattered?
Trevor.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that.
They
so,
barely. Herbert.
I don't know if you knew that or not, because he told us we're getting mad because we're being fans. Nah, this is fact. We love sports, and I want you to tell me why Justin Herbert, which I'm not going to argue, Justin. I love Justin Herbert. He is a beautiful quarterback. But that comment right there, you got to have success before you can put him there. Come on, Ross, because Justin Herbert ain't won a damn thing. He ain't won nothing.
No. And see, but you know what? This is to the point though. Trevor had a half a season last year where he was great, right?
Right.
And people can only name their 5 or 6 after that. You can't name more than that. So the point is that he's right there. That you got everybody in the chat that's saying that he's not there. You agree that he is right there because your eyes didn't deceive you last year. When it was a minute and 20 left with 0 timeouts, when we was playing the Ravens last year, and my boy took him all the way down the field and got the 2-point conversion to win that game, your eyes didn't deceive you. When you was down by 17 with one of the best defenses in the Cowboys, you was down by 17 in December. Everybody watched that game. You seen what happened.
I was there.
Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. And so everybody agrees that he's there, but he'll show it. Like I said, we're gonna revisit this question after about a month and a half of the season.
And we love it here. This is why we do the sports desk, because we get to have these conversations. We get to have these live, passionate debates, and everybody's opinions is correct. I'm a big believer in everybody's opinion is right. But if you don't know me and you don't know my brothers and you don't know anything about us, this is what we do. We are overly emotional. We're going to get our point across whether the nature of it could be a little bit intense or not. So if you rock with the sports desk, this is what you're going to get. So we're going to shut this down because Eric is about to piss me off. Eric says 25 touchdowns in 17 games. Come on. NTN is the most important player on their offense. Now, I'm going to ban Eric because of that comment, because a quarterback is not the most important part of your offense. You want to tell me Etienne, who I love, great player. But I'm sorry, Eric, and you know better because you played in the league. You know the quarterback is the most important player of that offense, good sir. So clear your schedule because we want you on the sports desk. And we want to have a conversation with you very, very soon, sir, because that point right there is erroneous. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. We can go on and on and on and on. Okay, we had a great time on this debut episode. Things kind of picked up for us late in the show, but we will be back. We will be back tomorrow night live, 7 p.m. right here on the Sports Desk YouTube channel. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. This is our first show, so we'll get better and better with time. Things will sound better, things will look better as we continue to go on and on, man. So we had a great time for sure, and don't worry, man, we want to have this interaction. So if you want to get on here, you want to talk to me, you want to talk to Black, you want to talk to Rashad, trust me, we have a clean house. We have a clean house. We invite guests over to our house. So you can come on in. We'll get you a glass of water. You can sit at the table with us, and we can have some very healthy discussion, passionate discussion about our opinions, about whatever it is in sports. We're talking NFL, NBA, MMA, whatever it is, WWE, whatever you want to talk about, we will be having those conversations for sure. So if y'all rocking with us, be back. Spread the word. Send the channel out. If anybody's into sports or anything like that, let them know, man. Let them know that we are here and we're not going anywhere. Consistency is key, and we will be playing that game for sure. Black, any final remarks, man, before we shut it down, man?
Man, no, just excited, man. Y'all, everybody that support us and rocking with us, man, who tuned in, y'all keep rocking with us, man. More great content coming. We back tomorrow live, man, talking the same old stuff. Like you said, this ain't for the week. So if you in here, this ain't for the week. Right. This ain't for the week. We gonna do our thing. We gonna speak our mind. That's what we do here. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about it. Appreciate all the love and support. Everybody.
You know what, bro? You know what? I just got a text, bro. We ain't finna end it, bro. I just got a text, man. My boy Ross just hit me up, man. I'm finna bring him on because we ain't doing it like that, bro. I can't run from this, dog. My boy just texted me. He said, "Send me the link, bunch of fans." So I just sent him the link. He should be jumping in here in just a second. And I want to hear mine because I was gonna shut it down. I just seen his message that he was saying check the phone. So he just hit me. So let me clear the screen. As soon as my guy gets in here, we're gonna bring him in because I definitely am curious. I'm curious to hear his thoughts. I'm curious to hear what he thinks. And we'll go from there. Gotta love the world of sports, right? Because it's unpredictable. Sports is unpredictable, and we're having a lot of fun here, man. So this is what we do, dog. And a lot of y'all might have y'all might have seen my face before elsewhere on YouTube, but I'm a different guy when we talk these sports. So I ain't the same dude, man. I ain't the same dude when we talk these sports, man. I get real active. I get real passionate. And I could be proven wrong. You know, just like one of my partners said, he says, I can stand a what did he say? I can stand a straightening. He says, I can stand a straightening. So here he is. We got my main man. We got my guy, man, Ross, in the house. Let me bring him on right now. Let me get him situated. Oh, I think he just went away. Ross, come back. I think I hit the wrong button. I was so excited to see your face. Hit the button again for me, Ross, and I'll get you back in. My bad. I hit the wrong button trying to bring you in. So I'm going to wait for a second. We've been an hour and 13 minutes in. Thank y'all for rocking. We still got 27 people rocking with us here on our annual, you know, our debut edition. So
what's up?
Ross was there. I think we peaked at like 40 viewers, man, at one point in time, man. So for our first episode, that's a big deal, man. So
yeah, that's a big deal.
We're going to wait another minute or two.
And shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. We appreciate we appreciate the love and the support.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Eric says, y'all gonna have to see me just putting y'all on notice. Bro, man, listen, bro. we ain't ducking nothing.
Nothing over here.
That's right.
We never duck nothing. Never.
That's right. And listen, and Eric, if I can be wrong. I was just wrong on the pilot episode that I hope that y'all never see. I was dead wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'ma tell you hey brother, I'm wrong. I'ma tell you that.
On,
you know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up,
bro?
What's going on?
Look, first and foremost, gentleman that I haven't met black and moved him chains.
How you doing, sir?
That's right.
Pleasure.
All right.
Loving the channel. D, this was a great idea. Thank you. So I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I feel like y'all are being deep, enriched Jaguar fans with some of the expectation. I'm for it. I feel like I'm listening to me and my friends when Breeze was in his prime. We're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. It's happening. That's what I feel like I'm listening to. Oh man, we got screwed. That damn Rams. That I'm hearing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So like the numbers y'all were throwing out. That's why I hit the 11 and 12 wins. I think that's realistic. I do think they're going to be phenomenal this year.
Okay.
But pump the brakes a little bit. That's where I'm agreeing with Eric. It's like, man, like the Herbert argument, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have the playoff run at the same time. Right. Then it comes down to, okay, they're level there, regardless of who wins it. Okay, it does matter who wins, but on top of that, then it comes down to the stats and the overall record, which to your point, yes, Herbert had better receivers coming in from the start. In the long run, I think that Trevor Lawrence will, like y'all were saying, top 3. Absolutely. If this is a dynasty league, he's absolutely top 5. If this is a redraft league, he is absolutely not a top 5 today. That was my argument, which I don't think you saw that comment, Dedrick. I was trying to explain myself as best I could across it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be as objective as I can because I'm not hating, but when you're a Jaguars fan talking about your Jaguars young quarterback, it's harder to be objective. If I had a real prospect for the Saints, it's hard for me to be more objective about him and be like, yeah, man, this is it. If I had one of these, if I had Trevor Lawrence, for example,
right,
I would put him at a higher tier than a non-fan of the team would. You know, so again, not hating, just wanted to kind of explain where I was coming from and why I was agreeing with some of what Eric was saying.
No, of course. I knew you wasn't hating, man. I know what type of man you are, so I knew you weren't hating. That's why I just love the passion, man. So
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So for Trevor, when he got drafted, you came in. You have Urban Meyer as the head coach. You have one of the worst seasons you can have through double-digit interceptions. Then you come back the next year under Dougie P. You throw less interceptions and more touchdowns. You take your team to the playoffs. You beat the Chargers. You go to Kansas City, and you lose by a possession. The way that this kid, he's going up. This is the second year, and as I said earlier, the second year in Doug's offense. The way I'm looking at him when Carson Wentz was in Philadelphia with this man. I'm going to always remind people of that. Carson Wentz has not been the same quarterback since him and Dougie P went their separate ways.
Nick Foles either.
So I want to see why people
Nick Foles either.
Yeah, Doug Peterson's a quarterback.
Why people no doubt about it. Don't feel like Trevor could be a top 3 quarterback in this league, which I feel like he can get in the top 5 this year. He can get
I don't think that's the argument that he'll get there. I just think right now where he is in his career, I don't think that's the argument will he ever reach top 3 or top 5. I just think where he is right now.
I agree with your take. My argument is today, right now, this second.
Right.
Gotcha.
The argument y'all are posing throughout the season. I agree that's the ceiling. That's the potential season that you're looking at with him. This is the big leap. I agree. This is what I'm projecting to be the big leap year for him. To the real success where he starts really getting taken seriously. There's MVP runnings, talks. I don't think he's going to win the MVP, but you never know. Right. Because, I feel like it's Mahomes' award to lose.
Yeah,
because there's bias for these awards.
And I agree.
I respect that for sure.
But I'm with you guys on the outlook. It's the counter argument for me and Eric is 7:19 Central Time right now today.
Today.
Yeah. which I
for the
can agree.
Season, I'm with y'all.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point. Is we're both looking at it from two different perspectives. You're talking about right now, and I think that I'm talking about right now, looking forward. Also,
yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, who is going to be better than Trevor? I'm still trying, and I'm factoring in who they play too.
Yeah,
I think they have a schedule where they play the NFC South. I'm sorry. But y'all got a good defense.
Terrible.
And we got to play them
terrible.
Terrible division. And we play the AFC South. So to me, that's 9 wins at minimum. Now the rest of those games they play at home. I don't think that the Jaguars are going to have a losing record at home this year. And I think it's because of the way that Trevor's going to play. And here's the other part. All of the other top quarterbacks that y'all talk about, they all have a weapon, a true weapon at receiver.
Mm-hmm.
If Calvin Ridley gets back to who he was,
he will be.
We're not going to be having this discussion, because that's the difference. Because when Josh Allen, before he got Stephon Diggs, this is the conversation that people was having about him.
Yeah.
But he got Diggs and boom, because he already had the talent. So now we're looking at Trevor, and if Calvin Ridley is who we think he is, along with all the other talent that we have on that team, I just don't see Trevor threw for 4,200 yards last year. You don't think he can go for 5,000 with Calvin Ridley on that team? I believe he can.
I think he can. I think 4,500 is more realistic with the hope for 5,000. And
yeah.
I mean, to undershoot, I think that's like a realistic number. Yeah. Top 3 in yards, possibly lead the league. Like, I really think the potential is there. I totally agree with that. Without the fit, that, like I said, it comes down to you're going to analyze him differently because that's your team. So you pay more attention to your team than I pay to your team. You know,
right.
So you're looking at the nuance because you're watching all the practices, the updates, all that. You know what I mean? Real fans watch all that shit. I know. Real fans. You know, So I'm with you guys on that. That's why, and like with the win total thing, either one of us could be right. I think what we can both agree on is playoff team. Regardless of the win total. For sure. Playoff team. Lock for the playoffs, basically. Division winner, more than likely.
Yeah, I definitely think, Ross, you definitely, made some amazing points for sure. And like I said, this conversation, this is what we love. The conversation, to hear your points, to hear exactly what you mean. And I feel you on that. Like, there was nothing wild about what you said. You know what I mean? So everything that everyone had to say, it's something possible. Something that can happen this year. So definitely appreciate you, Ross, for taking out the time to come on the first episode, man. It's funny that we meet. It's funny that we meet another world, my friend.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
One other thing I'd like to add to it, though, another thing I want to give you on that was Burrow is the only argument for higher touting coming out in the last 10 years. Burrow's the only other argument.
No question.
Because think about when he was at Clemson, every year the topic during his games was, man, this kid's going to be a monster in the NFL. That was every year. When's he coming out? He's going to be the top pick no matter when he chooses to leave.
Yeah, no question.
No question whatsoever on that, Ross. Now, I want to say this before we shut it down. And thank you, Ross, for joining us tonight. Thanks
for having me, fellas.
For taking the time.
My pleasure.
Eric Kroom, if you are free tomorrow night, my friend, between the hour of 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are welcome to the House of the Sports Desk, my friend. And we can
get a former player on here. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah. Eric played in the league for sure. So we would love to have you on, Eric, if you are free. My friend, I will send you the link at 11 in the morning. So
y'all doing this again tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to be live Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. during the football season.
Okay, yes, I'll try to keep my eyes out tomorrow because my parents are going to be here. They're visiting Thursday to Sunday, so I'm going to be
enjoy that. Enjoy that.
Yes, sir.
Sunday. While I got you, E, on my other channel, on the vlog channel, I'm doing for the noon set of games. I'm doing a fantasy football live, basically. You're more than welcome to come join me if you're interested.
Okay, bet.
Anybody here, y'all are more than welcome. So
we appreciate that, man.
If y'all are just kicking it on the couch watching Red Zone and shit, and y'all want some company live.
Appreciate that. Definitely, man. Definitely, yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
It was a pleasure meeting you, gentlemen. Thank you for having me.
All right, nice meeting you too, bud.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. That's my guy Ross, man. That's my guy Ross for sure. A good friend of mine. We meet in another world. So I think that was really cool.
A different
but Eric, hit my phone. You got my number, bro. Text me. Let me know if you're free, and we would love to have you on tomorrow night. All right, y'all. We're gonna shut this thing down. Thank you for everybody who decided to stop by for the debut episode. Y'all keep rocking with us. We're gonna get better and better and better. As a matter of fact, when I'm done, I'm gonna analyze this footage. I'm gonna look at everything, and we're gonna get better for tomorrow night. All right, so y'all rock with us. Subscribe, show love. We appreciate it. And y'all hang in there Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on YouTube during the NFL season. And we will also be putting up pre-recorded content to flood the channel from WWE, MMA, NBA, cultural topics that affect the sports world on all levels. We will be doing that. All right. So until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all on the very next episode of Sports Desk Live. All right. Y'all be cool. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right. We are